I think sweet potato is actually the dominant potato.
How does
I
that
think
happen?
that sweet potato should replace all other potatoes. So do you hang up your t-shirts or do you fold them?
Hang them up if I'm even going to get the ones that are hung up. I don't mean to sound gross here and maybe unhygienic, but if I wear a shirt just to work, like a dress shirt, I don't see the need to have to wash it unless it gets dirty.
Yeah, but dude, you're still sweating in it. Are you wearing an undershirt?
Oh yeah, always. I'm not like you. Only skinny guys don't wear undershirts.
Oh, yeah, I don't wear undershirts, but I don't hang up my shirts at all. I don't understand the point of hanging up a t-shirt. To me, that's just you're asking to stretch out the collar on the neck. I can't stand a shirt with a loose collar, man. If I get a loose collar, that thing's going in the trash.
I mean, I hang my shirts up. It's just if it's in the regular rotation, if it's in the week rotation, I'll just throw it in a pile. And like if I happen to maybe wear it on a Friday after wearing it on a Monday or something, or the following Monday, so be it. It's not dirty.
Okay, here's my other question. So I'm going to be starting a new job here in the next couple weeks where I have to go back into the office for the first time in like 4 years. Do you think I can get away with wearing the same clothes Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday? Like I'm going to have my Tuesday clothes, my Wednesday clothes, and my Thursday clothes and just wear the same three outfits every single week.
No, I think it's a new job. I think maybe if you become established, maybe. I never think unless it's pants. I never think you should wear the same shirt multiple days in a row.
But how many weeks do you think I could do this before people notice? Like, how many weeks could I wear the same thing on Tuesday, the same thing on Wednesday, the same thing on Thursday before somebody would notice the pattern?
How many people are you going to be working with?
There's 1,000 people in the company.
I would give it a month, and then people will start to notice. I think.
I would say a month if it was 5 days a week in the office, maybe 6 weeks if you're going into the office 3 times a week, that I could pull it off because other people might not be there on the same days. So I would give myself 6 weeks. Okay, what do you think the percentage is? So I polled the audience. What percentage of people do you think fold their t-shirts? What percentage of people do you think hang up their t-shirts?
I'm going to say 60-40 in favor of hanging.
Ooh, no. Very close on the percentages, but you just got them wrong. 64% fold and 36% hang.
I'm curious to know what is the like. Do women wash their clothes more than men? Like the outfits they
Oh,
wear
yeah.
on a regular basis?
I'm the wrong person to ask this because without a sense of
Yeah,
smell, I wash anything. If I wear it
Jesus
for
Christ.
5 minutes, I'm going to wash it. Well, because I have no way of knowing if it smells or not.
I tell you what, that's an experience, by the way. Friggin' Little League Soccer got my first dose of that this past weekend.
Oh,
Holy
dude,
hell,
that's not a recreational activity. That is a business.
that is. I
That
mean,
is a business.
God bless him, but the other team they were playing, one of the teams, the coach. These are 6 years old, 6 year old kids. Coach is running formations. I'm like,
Oh, that's too much.
man, calm down. And anyway, I ended up becoming an assistant coach. It was great. It all worked out. So
Oh, are you gonna? So what are you gonna try? Are you gonna try to usurp the power? Are you gonna try to become the head coach? You gonna try to weasel your way in there?
no, and actually, I didn't want to
It's
do it.
disappointing.
I was happy sitting on the sidelines with my beer and my koozie. By the way, is that not okay to do to bring alcohol
Yeah.
to a kid's soccer game?
No, you shouldn't probably be drinking alcohol or bringing alcohol to a kid's soccer game. What time does the game start?
Sunday was 2 o'clock, and then they had one at like 4 o'clock, so 2 and 4.
I mean, you can't make it a regular thing. I feel like if you really go for that and you're doing it all the time, like, oh yeah, he's drinking at this little kid's soccer game all the time,
Well,
might be
nobody.
pushing more from a, you're the problem is that you're going more from a guy having a good time to the person kind of like, oh, he might have a little bit of a problem.
Nobody knew it though, and I guarantee you. And for those of you out there judging me, if you've ever been in that spot, There's always and if you haven't been one of them, there's always those people that it's Sunday afternoon. It was the first Sunday of football. I just wanted to have a celebratory drink.
You may not think everybody knew, but everybody knew.
Nobody knew. Not one
everybody
person.
knew. They all nobody said anything to you. They all knew.
Nobody knew. What's that?
Yeah, dude, you can tell by the way somebody's drinking. Like if you're drinking water versus drinking a beer, like you know what somebody's doing. Everybody knew. Like so, here's the assistant coach out here drinking beer. Yeah, dude.
Well, I didn't take it. I didn't take it over there. I didn't take it when I was coaching. Not that much of a putz.
You ready for shoutouts?
I mean, I was born ready. This is shoutouts number 187, I think.
Oh, that's a lot. We're probably getting up there, to be honest with you.
So let's see. Let's start here with Jeff Flex, Christopher Brewer, Ken Smith, Joseph Zorio, Luca Brazzi, Jack Nissan, Brandon Blakely, Sendo Garcia, though I don't believe this is a real name. I picked it out anyways because I love it. Magnus Leinert. Magnus could be a real first name, right?
Magnus is a real name. I believe that's a Norwegian, Nordic thing.
I hear we're huge in those countries. Sean McElroy, Joe Rocco, Maria Lawless, and John Shaban.
Solid. A lot of solidness. A lot of solid names there. Okay.
All right, let's talk some things here. Let's just get to the one that's probably the most saddest on the list today, and that is the passing of a legend, a cinematic legend today. James Earl Jones passed away.
Oh,
unfortunately,
that's a big name.
I did pick out what IMDb claimed were his 5 best roles of all time that he did.
Okay.
2 of them are voices. 3 of them are acting credits. So obviously from the voice acting, obviously Star Wars and Lion King.
Yeah.
And then acting, I guess, if that makes sense. Sandlot.
I forgot about that.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
And Field of Dreams.
He's kind of like, and he made that a little bit. You're like, if he's in it, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, and his age shocked me. I felt like he'd always been around forever, but when I saw that he had died at the age of 93, I was like, man, he had, he'd been around for a minute. And probably a guy that really, he had like the favor of not having to reinvent himself. He was literally given a God-given talent with his voice. It's not like he had to keep trying different things. People came to him. And also, wasn't he the voice guy in the Arby's commercials? Arby's, we have the meats.
No, man. That's Ving Rhames.
Are you positive on that?
100%. We have the meats, that's Ving Rhames.
Let's see here. As we all know, Beetlejuice came out. If you haven't seen it, like I haven't, check it out. What struck me here is AMC, like any company, trying to make more money than they probably need to, charging $31 for a Beetlejuice drink.
Oh, God.
I won't pay $10 for like a movie theater soda, let alone $31 for a Beetlejuice drink.
No. That's not the kind of commemorative movie either. Like, okay, if you're going to get away with that with maybe Star Wars or something like that where you can really sell commemorative stuff, I get that a little bit. But Beetlejuice ain't it. I don't understand why anybody would, like, if you were a movie theater owner, this is what's baffling to me to go on an entire rant. It's like, wow, watching entertainment at home is more convenient and cheaper than, well, I don't know about cheaper, but more convenient than ever. What should we do as a movie theater owner? Well, let's make it difficult and jack all the prices up. That'll get them to come in. Like, I don't understand that at all.
Well, I mean, I think like any business, right? They had to figure out how to survive the pandemic, and listen, I don't get it. It's $20 for like a medium soda and popcorn now. That's kind of crazy. That's a little nuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay that, man. That's too much. Not paying those high prices.
Let's see. I thought this was interesting. People are dying from complications of having six-pack surgery. That seems like a great idea. Let's implant different kinds of collagens into our intestinal area and think nothing's going to happen.
So I didn't even know that was one of those that was possible. I remember some episode of like True Life way back in the day about a guy getting calf implants, and I thought that was crazy. But I don't understand getting six-pack surgery because like what about the rest of you? So then if the rest of you kind of gets big, you still got this six-pack that's just like super glued onto your body like you're wearing some kind of like Halloween outfit armor? That's a little strange.
I mean, I'm sure it's kind of like anything, right? Like Ozempic or any kind of these drugs. Like, I think you have to meet a criteria. Like, I don't think they're going to take me and just automatically say, like, hey, we're going to give him a... Like, it's not going to look natural. Like, unless they're shaving my body down, of course.
I always go back and forth on that stuff, right? Like, that sounds ridiculous, but if that's really what's going to make you happy, okay, I probably wouldn't risk my life for it.
So no more Pat Sajak or Alex Trebek officially. Like they're done. The seasons are over. They've moved on.
Well, Alex Trebek is dead.
Right, but I mean like as a duo, like because when you think of Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune,
I see what you're going for. Okay,
you don't think of those shows without them two, even though Alex has been dead for a few years now. However, my question to you was, and anyone out there, will there ever be a greater 1-2 punch when it comes to game show hosts than them two?
No.
Like, do people?
I don't know anything about it. I don't think anything about it.
Well, I mean, come on. Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy used to be like must-see TV for lots of people.
Yeah. Okay. Don't come at me with that weak stuff of Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The only two game shows that I'm interested in are Jeopardy and Family Feud. Wheel of Fortune is a distant third place to Family Feud and Jeopardy. It's not in the same class, right? Family Feud and Jeopardy are pro level, and we get down to high school level when we're talking about Wheel of Fortune. Don't care.
It has nothing to do with the level of intellectuality it takes to do the game. It's the legendness of the two games.
The only thing that I really have to think about Wheel of Fortune is the idea that Vanna White's getting like $10 million to essentially walk across the stage. Like that has to be, and good for her, the highest return on investment that anybody has ever gotten in terms of you're getting paid this to do this. Because she's not really a big factor in the show, right? It's not like, are people tuning in to be like, oh, Vanna White? What's Vanna going to say? Vanna's funny. Like, maybe she is. I don't know. You're the super fan of Wheel of Fortune. But to me, like, is there anybody who gets paid more for doing less than Vanna White? I mean, I'm saying good for her. Like,
I don't know. But it's not like she made that. I mean, she's been on that show for, 30 years? 35 years?
Yeah, but still, like, that's the kind of thing that when I went into okay, this is just me. If I went into contract negotiations and I was in the vault to be like, I want this much. Well, like, you don't do anything, you're not getting it. How about you take $100,000 and be okay with that because you're not really doing anything?
Okay.
I wouldn't ask for any. I'd be like, well, I'd be happy with what I got for what I was doing. That's just me.
So I get what you're saying. I definitely, this is going to sound terrible. I feel like I have to say it. Vanna White's are unfortunately like a dime a dozen, right? If you sat down in contract negotiations and were to say, hey, we're only going to pay you $1 million instead of $10 million, she may walk, right? And you could find someone else to do it. However, it comes back to my point that the Wheel of Fortune itself, it was its own legend show. Without Vanna, without Pat Sajak, it doesn't have the name recognizability that it has.
I could see that argument in that she is the name that you know with that show.
Absolutely.
So in some ways that maybe she's not doing anything, but the show got to where it was because of who she was. I can see that argument, kind of. Yeah, but I brought the fame to this.
Let's see. Last thing I have here. This was just weird. Walmart has released a thruple costume for Halloween.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a 3-person costume. It is a s'more. So somebody is someone's the graham cracker, somebody's the marshmallow, and somebody's the chocolate and bottom graham cracker. But it's all connected. It's a little weird.
It's a lot of effort. I don't generally try to put any effort. I'm not putting more than 15 minutes of thought and 15 minutes of effort into a Halloween costume.
I mean, it's fun, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not against it by any means. I mean, I don't really want to partake in it, but I'm not against people who like it, who want to do it.
Yeah, I'm just not going to put... I like Halloween. I like seeing people dressed up. I think some of the costumes are cool. I'm just personally not going to put any more than 30 total minutes of effort into it. But I feel the same way about cooking. I'm not going to put more time into making dinner than I am eating it.
Man, I will spend hours, if I ever get the chance, on just cooking. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well, the no sense of smell thing just it makes it meaningless for me. Do you have anything else? Are you ready for the top 5?
I mean, speaking of smelling and tasting.
Okay, so our top 5 is top 5 fall foods. What's your number 5?
So my number 5, you're not going to agree with it, but I put it on the list, and I don't care. It's still a kind of food, and I went with like fall coffees, like pumpkin spice coffee, apple crisp, macchiatos from Starbucks, any of that kind of seasonal coffee. That's my number 5.
Oh, no, I'm sure a lot of women have that on their top 5.
Oh, okay. You know what? It's delicious, and you should try it. Get yourself an iced apple crisp oatmeal shaken espresso from Starbucks, and you'll thank me later.
First of all, if I'm going to drink coffee, which I don't, I'm going to have straight coffee, black.
Of course you are. Of course,
not going to do that. What kind of alcohol you want? You want a nice little Cosmopolitan? You want a Manhattan? You want strawberry daiquiri? No. Give me whiskey neat. Straight up. Maybe I'll put a dash of warm water in it. But it's got to be from a garden hose.
What?
Toughen up.
What's your number 5?
Not drinking no fruity drinks. My number 5 is...
Not proud of it. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is hot chocolate. I don't actually really like hot chocolate. I like the idea of hot chocolate.
So, I mean, there's no difference in what I just said comparatively to hot chocolate. Coffee and hot chocolate are one and the same almost.
I completely disagree. That's all I got. I just disagree.
Well, I mean, you can disagree, but I still think you're absolutely wrong.
I will say I can't finish a thing of hot chocolate. Like, it's too much by the end of it. Like, you want a whole glass of hot chocolate? Like, no, I'll have like half of it.
I mean, the problem is I drink it too fast. I mean, there's been some times when I've been out with my kids, my wife, and it's 10 degrees outside and you're drinking hot chocolate and it tastes like the greatest thing you've had in your entire life. But it just goes too fast. It's just the reward is not worth the effort, in my opinion.
Okay. What's your number 4?
Anything sweet potato related.
I actually have sweet potatoes as my number 4 too. I think sweet potato is actually the dominant potato. I think that sweet potato should replace all other potatoes. It's the best potato.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as versatile as, say, a yellow potato or a russet, but it's still, I mean, they're delicious. It's my favorite potato.
Yeah, it's the best. Although there is something like a yam that's not a sweet potato, that's actually a yam. I don't know. Somebody at the grocery store confused the crap out of me the other day about it. It's like, oh, that's not a sweet potato, that's a yam.
Oh, boy.
What?
Anyways, my number 3, and this is specific, probably the only real specific one I have, and that is pumpkin soup.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. I mean, obviously, I've heard the idea of having pumpkin soup, but like, I've never heard of somebody eating pumpkin soup. That sounds gross.
It's like it's like squash soup, pumpkin soup. I mean, if you can find a good recipe, they're delicious and worth it. By the way.
Okay, my number 3 is the only fall fruit that I think should be on the list, and that's pears. I don't care about your apples; they're not that great. Apple is the most average fruit that you can get in the world. That's like, oh, okay, great, it's an apple. Pear is fancy.
Okay. I mean, I am against pears because when we moved into my house, there are 2 pear trees in the backyard. And every other year, those things sprout off like 300 pears. And they're an asshole to pick up in November and December. But I could see it. Pears are fine. I have no real issue with pears. Just the fact that I live in a yard with pear trees.
Normally, I would make fun of you and say that that is ridiculous. But if you've ever been in the Pacific Northwest and dealt with blackberries are like this, well, vegetation that if you get it in your yard, you are not getting it out.
Oh man,
and it's awful,
blackberries,
and it's
really?
ruined. Oh yeah, you can't do anything with that. Like that thing is gonna that would take over the world, I think, if it could. And so nobody here, like, I don't eat blackberries because, like, dang it, I've pulled so many of those, and they got big thorns, and you get hurt. Like, you're not pulling all the blackberries out of your garden without some blood coming off of you.
Have you bled?
Oh, 100%. I did it on Friday. I was bleeding.
Well, hell yeah, then good on that blueberry thorn for getting you. You deserve
blackberry. And if you're out there working in your yard and you don't come back a little bit bloody, then you didn't work in your yard. That's how I feel about
it. My number 2 is I feel like it's a cop out, but you have to have it on the list, and that's a good pie. Like if it's an apple pie, it's just some kind of pie, preferably probably apple.
Apple pie is the only pie that I'm going to accept. Any other kind of pie, if we're talking about like pumpkin pie or pecan pie or any other kind of pie like that, it's just a waste of time to me. Because I'd just rather have chocolate. Like, do you want this pumpkin pie? No, I'd rather have something that's actually good.
I mean, I don't know if that's fair to say. Pie's very good.
Oh, pie's good, but only certain kinds of pies. I just don't understand the concept of why would you have something besides the best thing that you could have. Like, do you want this boysenberry pie? No. I want apple pie.
Are those even real berries? Boysenberries?
Oh, yeah, boysenberry. Boysenberry, there's huckleberries. There's all kinds of berries, man. You got boysenberries, huckleberries, dingleberries, cranberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries.
Blackberries?
Blackberries? Did you hear me throw in dingleberries and see if you'd catch it? You didn't.
I wasn't really listening. What's your number 2?
Chili.
Okay, that's my number 1 is chili.
Yeah, I thought you would put chili as number 1, but my number 1 is the bread bowl. I love a bread bowl. I think a bread bowl is one of the greatest inventions that we've as a society have ever come up with.
But okay, so here's how everyone out there can tell the kind of person you are. Do you eat the bread bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I had to ask. I've been sitting with people who do not eat the bread bowl because they don't want to eat the carbs.
Did you take the bread bowl and then shove it in their face like you should have? Because as far as I'm concerned, not eating the bread part of a bread bowl should be something that you should be banned from a restaurant for.
No,
no, you're not coming back here, sir.
I think that's assault. But I thought about it, if that matters. But I think it's assault.
Yeah, I think that you should have. If you don't get you got to eat the bread bowl, man. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's my number 1. What do you have any honorable mentions?
They're really just comfort foods. That I look at it. I have like good donuts, macaroni and cheese, like a good thing. I know we're not fall isn't necessarily Thanksgiving, but like a good hearty sandwich. Like a good Thanksgiving sandwich. What's so funny?
What is it?
Hearty sandwich, like a good turkey, mashed potato stuffing topped with cranberry sauce on bread. It's delicious.
But what kind of thing is it?
A sandwich.
Are you golfing? Sandwich? Is that a Michigan thing? Like, do you pronounce it differently than other people who live in the area that you do? Because to me, you're saying sandwich.
I mean, you can clearly tell no one's really ever called me out before, so I'm guessing probably not. It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
A sandwich.
Sandwich. Okay.
Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Yeah, that's how you say it, but you say sandwich. I don't know if I have
sandwich.
I don't know if I'm from Kansas, which is the kind of notorious for having like the most average dialect of all time. So I don't think that there's something that I pronounce that other people in other regions like, that somebody would say, oh, that's a regional pronunciation of that.
Holy hell, though. I do say sandwich. It's a sandwich.
Oh, yeah, you say sandwich.
Ferg, man.
Is this going to change your life? You've been saying that this whole way. This whole
I mean, you've
time.
called me out on a few things. I mean, let's not forget, we are kind of close to Canada. Like, so, you know, maybe I picked up some dialect. I don't know. Like, maybe Michigan has its own dialect. I also really don't know.
Yeah. You never noticed? Nobody's ever said to you that you say sandwich instead of sandwich?
Yeah, no one's ever, I mean, not that I can recall, no one's ever picked me out like that.
How are you going to take this news? What are you going to do? You going to change your lifestyle? You going to cry in the corner? You going to, like,
No.
revolutionize the world and try to make it sandwich instead of sandwich?
I'm
actually keep on living.
I'm probably just going to keep on living, and I may actually leave you now to go have a sandwich.